Lesson 5. Alright, so today we're going to be multiplying and dividing monomials. Okay, so those are single term polynomials, if we remember, or if we flip back to our definitions page. Okay, so these work almost the same, but now we're going to add two variables. So we have to kind of consider the variables, but the same steps are going to apply to the coefficients and what we just did in our previous lesson, lesson 4. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is multiply the coefficients. So here we have 5 times 2, right, which is equal to 10. And then we're going to multiply our exponent law. So here we have x times x. So what do? We multiply them. Woo! Okay, so x times, this is why I said sometimes we do the dot, because we don't want x, right? Lots of x's. Okay, so x times x is going to equal to x squared, right? When we multiply them, we add the exponents, right? This is the same thing as x to the power of 1, x to the power of 1. Even though we haven't written it, that's really what's going on. So then we just put these together, and we end up with x squared, okay? Same thing over here. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. X times y is equal to xy, right? They're not the same base, so we can't combine them. But they're multiplied together, so they do go together. But they're both still to the power of 1, but they are one term now, as opposed to two separate terms. Lastly here, negative x is the same as negative 1x. So really what we're doing is negative 1 times 7, which equals negative 7. Oh yeah, sorry, I should finish that up for you guys. All right, and then x times x is still x squared, so we end up with negative 7x squared. Okay? All right, let's keep it moving, guys. So what is an expression for the area of a rectangle? Let's just draw a rectangle. Okay. That has a length of 4.3x and a width of 2x. All right, well, we know to find area, right, we need to multiply our two sides, base times height or length times width, whichever one you want. Okay, but basically what it is area is length times width. So here, if we know the length is 4.3x, okay, times 2x, then we can solve this, okay? So the area is equal to 4.3 times 2, 8.6, and x times x is x squared. Okay. So what is the area of what is an expression for the area of a rectangle as a length of 4.3x and a width of 2x? It would be an 8.6x squared. Okay, and you would write that in a bit of a sentence form because it is a word problem, and you would answer a word problem with a statement. All right, let's move on to division though. So here, almost the same thing as multiplying, but now we're dividing. Okay, so here we go 10 divided by 2 is 5, and x squared divided by x is equal to x, right? Because if we're dividing, we subtract our exponents. So 2 minus 1 is x to the power of 1. Final answer, 5x. Okay, same rules can apply over here. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. xy divided by x, right? Our x's kind of cancel out because x to the 1 and x to the 1 subtracting, so all we're left is y. So we end up with 2y. All right. Negative 14 divided by negative 2. The negatives cancel out because there's 2 of them, and we end up with positive 7. X squared divided by x is equal to x, so we end up with 7x. All right, doing very well. Let's just finish our last example. It's a bit of a word problem, and then we're going to have some homework, textbook work for you guys to work through, get some practice in, and then we're going to move on to lesson 6. Okay, so the area of a triangle, okay, is given by the expression, or 18x squared. Okay, so the area for this triangle is 18x squared. The base of the triangle is represented by 4x. What is the height of the triangle in terms of x? Okay. I'm sure for some of you it's been a while, but the area of a triangle is equal to base times height divided by 2. Okay. And so if we just replace our terms, oops. We have to rearrange our formula a bit first, okay? So what I would probably do is, we're looking for the height. What we're going to do is 2 times, so 2 times the area is equal to base times height. And we want to get rid of our base, so it's 2 times the area divided by the base equals the height. If you're not sure how to do these formula changes, that's all right. We're going to practice them a bit more. But it's going to be a handy trick to have, especially as you kind of go through your high school and any math beyond that. So if we replace everything here, we'll be given our height right away. So 2 times the area, which we said was 18x squared, right, divided by our base, which is 4x, we will get our height. So 2 times 18 is 36x squared divided by 4x. And then we simplify and divide, okay, and so we end up with 9, 36 divided by 4 is 9, okay, and then x squared divided by x is just x, and this will equal our height. So our height is 9x. Okay, so page 260, questions 7 to 10, 15 to 18, and then you'll be ready for lesson 6. Have a good day.